We're here in Los Angeles, the city of content and entertainment, for the GSMA's latest MWC event. The show kicked off this morning with the city's mayor heralding Los Angeles as the country's digital leader.
Los Angeles has outpaced the United States and every other big city in America in wealth creation, economic growth, and labor force participation for the last 6 years. You know us probably as the creative capital of the world.
Beyond entertainment, the message from GSMA Director General Matt Granrid was on mobile's role in the climate change battle.
Not only is this event and every GSMA event carbon neutral, but last month at the United Nations in New York, we announced that more than 50 mobile operators with around 2/3 of the world's connections, including these great companies across the Americas, are now disclosing their climate impact via CDP, the Carbon Disclosure Project.
This was a point also touched on by Orange Group's CEO and GSMA Chairman Stefan Richard, who outlined 3 big industry challenges.
Our first challenge is the loss of trust in global supply chains. Our second challenge is the loss of trust in the protection of our digital life. Our third challenge, certainly not the least, is the loss of trust in businesses' ability to deliver sustainable growth for all.
CTIA President and CEO Meredith Atwell-Baker was joined on stage by 2 big hitters. First up, the CEO and President of operator US Cellular urged the country to offer up more mid-band spectrum.
So there are certainly challenges with using high band in rural areas. We need mid-band. We need a lot of it, and we need it as soon as possible. Why? Because we'll just never get the coverage out of millimeter that we need if we're really going to try to cover vast areas of this country. But in large areas, we need mid-band, and we need it as fast as we can get it.
And FCC Chairman Ajit Pai zoned in on the controversial topic of security for 5G. He didn't call out any specific vendor, but the message was understood.
Sometimes the conversation abroad, and perhaps here in the United States even, presents a false dichotomy that you either have to choose security or you have to choose leadership in 5G. And the argument I use in counterpoint is simply to say, look at the US experience. Using those trusted vendors, our carriers are deploying 5G technologies today, leading the world in the deployment of small cells, the development of these services. So we think we can hit that sweet spot of security as well as deployment. And that's, I think, a message that has resonated largely around the world as other countries look to piggyback off that successful model.
Closing the keynote, the CEO of entertainment company Viacom stated that the time is now to partner to grow premium mobile video.
Mobile is playing a part in the disruption of the entertainment industry that has its spiritual home in this very city.
Also making a splash in the build-up to this year's show was an event Monday by NVIDIA. The edge computing specialist revealed it had worked with Ericsson to develop advanced virtualized RAN infrastructure, an innovation the two said would help operators better deploy AI applications over 5G. There was also a new partnership with software company Red Hat to provide its GPU and AI computing platforms to operators. And NVIDIA unveiled the EGX, which it claimed was the world's first supercomputing edge server optimized for AI. So that's a wrap from day 1 here at MWC 19 Los Angeles. Diana will be back tomorrow with all the highlights from day 2.